the funding is nice. They help fund this project here, and I certainly appreciate that and the input they have.
At the Athabasca Watershed Council, we have the pleasure of connecting landowners with various funding opportunities for their projects. When it comes to funding, there are several different options available depending on the scope of your project. Let's quickly take a look at some of them. The Resilient Agricultural Landscape Program, or RALP for short, supports producers to conserve and enhance the environmental resiliency of their agricultural landscapes. The program offers funding that is calculated to cover most of the applicant's implementation cost and may also pay an opportunity cost, plus an impact adjustment. Funding is available under the following categories: pasture management, cropland conversion, tree establishment, and wetland. The minimum payment under the program is $2,000, and the maximums go up to $150,000 for active primary producers, or $300,000 for grazing reserve associations, operators of a community pasture, or an approved Indigenous applicant. Some grant opportunities require an environmental farm plan, or EFP, from the applicant. RALP requires an EFP, but applicants can receive funding without it, and produce it gradually with the help of an environmental farm plan technician. The next funding source is ALUS, a non-profit, community-developed and farmer-delivered program. ALUS helps landowners establish and maintain environmental projects on select areas of their land.
So with our ALUS program, what kind of makes it unique is that we often don't go looking for projects, the projects come to us. So the producers are interested in doing this sort of work, and they find it important for their operation, they find it important to be stewards of the land. So we're really fortunate in our area that we have a lot of producers who want to take part in the ALUS program.
To be eligible, ALUS participants must have agricultural land that is actively being farmed. This is usually indicated by a farm business registration number.
With our ALUS program, one of the most popular type projects is fencing off riparian areas, whether that's along creeks, wetlands, or rivers. We've done all three, and putting in offsite waters. It just kind of makes sense to the producer to want to do that, because when they put in offsite water, the cows aren't going to be using the natural waterway, which keeps them cleaner. It keeps the water cleaner for them to drink. It doesn't erode the soil so much, so there's more grazing opportunities. That's our most popular type of program. Oftentimes the producer will also want to restore a damaged riparian area, so we do some planting or grass seeding if it's required. Those kind of projects go hand in hand, putting in an offsite water, fencing off the riparian area, and doing reclamation at the same time.
Land trusts are another great way to participate in conservation on your property. A conservation easement is an agreement a landowner can make with a land trust which creates legal protection for an area of natural or cultural value and protects land resources. These agreements are negotiated between the landowner and the land trust to figure out what restrictions will be put on the land to protect it from development while allowing the landowner to continue activities such as grazing. The land itself remains entirely in the ownership of the landowner, but the easement area would be protected in perpetuity and would transfer to any new owners if the land is sold. Through Canada's Ecological Gift Program, the donor of the land area may be eligible for income, estate, and/or tax benefits if the easement has a recognizable public benefit, like protecting rare species, water supplies, or heritage sites. Watershed Planning and Advisory Councils, or WPACs for short, are important stewards of Alberta's major watersheds. They are independent, non-profit organizations that are designated by the Alberta government to report on the health of our watersheds, lead collaborative planning, and facilitate education and stewardship activities. WPACs, like the Athabasca Watershed Council, are a great contact point to help with environmental projects in Alberta's watersheds. Lastly, local stewardship groups are also a great place to look for project opportunities. Consider joining a local stewardship group to help open discussion in your community and foster collective action. We can all work together to protect and restore our local riparian areas, which in turn benefits us all. If you have any questions about what direction is right for your project, check out the resources in the description of this video, or feel free to reach out to us at the Athabasca Watershed Council anytime.